What's up? What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check this out, man. I'm making some changes. I'm getting back focused on what the channel and what we supposed to be here to do, and to prove to you guys that I'm doing some research, man. I stumbled across this video right here, and oh man, this video for me, for Michael Cross, for Uncle Mike, it smacked me right in the face just like this, man. You need to listen. You need to rewind on your own. I'm gonna try my best not to stop it too many times, and because the points is well taken. This is coming from, shoot, LA Nation. Is that right? Oh man, I thought it was Chicago. This computer screen is way too little for me, man. But y'all go. It's gonna be a link in the description below. I thought the name of his channel was something different, like seek the truth or bring the truth or something. So anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button. It's a link. Shout out to this brother, man. I think he did a great job on his videos. Did a great job bringing the point home. Way better than me. Way better than me. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and go to his channel. Check his channel out. Tell him that the Music Recording Network sent you. Let's check it out. Here we go.
This one is crazy. We have Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, dropping a bomb on Brandon Mayor, Chicago Mayor, Brandon Johnson, Chicago Mayor, and also on Pritzker, the governor of Illinois. He's not playing around, ladies and gentlemen. I have a huge video here for you guys. If you don't know who Tom Homan is, man, this is a clip that I need you guys to see. Take a listen. Trump border czar, Tom Homan, literally pulled up to Chicago. He pulled up to Chicago to tell Brandon Johnson, Chicago mayor, right to his face. But before we do that, I just want to make sure to smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Anybody from Chicago, let me know. Here is a Trump border czar.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out?
It's funny, and I'm not gonna stop it that much, I swear, y'all. But it's funny how people throw out this big number and then let you decide the value. And he went straight to the point and was like, well, what value do you put on your safety? I mean, that number might be a high number, but what value do you put on your safety? Should the number be, well, should we spend less money for the value of your safety? Think about that, man.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Oh, snap. Golly. Anyways, that's Tom Homan. So apparently Chicago has been in a frenzy. The people of Chicago, specifically Black Americans in Chicago, have gone after Brandon Johnson, basically calling for Tom Homan to show up and lock him up since, watch this, since Brandon Johnson has been saying that he will not cooperate, that he's willing to go to jail. He's also not the only mayor in the United States of America saying that they will not cooperate with the federal government. In fact, there's penalties for basically sheriffs and police officers that work with Donald J. Trump. Watch this video right here of Tom Homan showing up in Chicago and saying this. Take a listen.
If your Chicago mayor doesn't want to help, he can step aside. But if he impedes us, if he knowingly harbors and conceals an illegal alien, I will prosecute him.
President-elect Trump's new border czar says mass deportation efforts will begin right.
Oh man, it is gonna be a crazy 2025, ladies and gentlemen.
Here in Chicago, and issues a warning to Mayor Johnson.
And that's not all. He had harsh words for others, the mayor, as well as Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Sylvia Perez joins us now with more.
Yeah, his name is Tom Homan, and he's Trump's handpicked man for voter czar. He recently spoke at a Northwest Side GOP holiday party that you just saw and told the crowd he plans on verifying the status of asylum seekers and, as you heard, arresting anyone who is found harboring migrants who they are looking for, including Chicago's own mayor. He called out both Johnson and Governor Pritzker, saying he wants to meet with them, but the invitation came with some harsh words.
Chicago's in trouble because your mayor sucks and your governor sucks.
Whoa.
Now, we spoke with Chicago Alderman Ray Lopez, who met with Homan privately. He says the messaging may have been too harsh, but Pritzker and Johnson should be working with the federal government.
Is that too harsh? That's the question that we got to be asked. Is it too harsh, ladies and gentlemen? Is he too harsh? Or is the security of the United States of America, is that the way it should be? Is this the way
that
it should
important?
be? Telling Brandon Johnson, you don't want to work with me, you don't want to work with us, you want to harbor illegal migrants, you want to harbor people that we have not vetted in this country, where you're going to get prosecuted, you're going to jail.
To deport migrants who are breaking the law.
If you are here and undocumented and trying to go about your business, then let's figure something out. But if you
Is that wrong? Hold up. Wait a minute. If you are here illegally and you are undocumented, let's figure something out. That's where he coming from. I see what I'm saying, man. It's too much gray area. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sometimes I got to do me. And this man, for Donald Trump, Tom, if you are here illegally and you don't have papers to be here, you got to go. You don't supposed to be here. You got to go. But he want to figure something out. I don't understand that part.
You want to harbor illegal migrants. You want to harbor people that we have not vetted in this country, where you're going to get prosecuted. You're going to jail.
To deport migrants who are breaking the law.
If you are here and undocumented and trying to go about your business, then let's figure something out. But if you are here choosing to engage in gang activity, murder, drugs, prostitution, human trafficking, or sex crimes against minors, then absolutely, your number has come.
Governor Pritzker's office had this to say about Homan's comments. It is no secret that Illinois will face countless baseless attacks over the next 4 years from the Trump administration. Rather than responding to every ridiculous boast from Trump lackeys, Governor Pritzker is focused on what he was focused on during the first Trump term, leading our state with competence.
Oh, really? You know what's crazy about this? Here's Brandon Johnson crashing out over migrants. Look what he has to say.
We're not going to bend or break or cower to someone's threat. We're going to stand up and unite around our shared values. And they have my assurance that I'm going to protect the families of this city.
If your Chicago mayor doesn't want to help, he can step aside. But if he impedes us, if he knowingly harbors and conceals an illegal alien, I will prosecute him.
We're not going to bend or break or.
So he's crashing out over the. You know what's crazy? What's crazy about this? I want you to take a listen to this young black woman. Why is the race very important? Well, because first of all, the media always goes extra hard on race. So we're going to use important
because we don't live in Chicago. We don't know what's going on, right?
Black people in Chicago that don't want this crisis in their backyard. Watch what this young lady has to say. This is her message to Tom Homan. Why is Tom Homan in Chicago? Well, this is why.
Trump and Tom Homan, we need you to please come in Chicago and lock Brandon Johnson up if he try to stop you from coming in our neighborhood and getting these illegals out of it. We, the Chicago citizens, and we, the American citizens, want this. We welcome you. Please come to Chicago and make an example out of Brandon Johnson if he tries to stop you from coming in and getting these illegal aliens out of our neighborhood. And definitely don't forget about Pritzker as well.
Yo, they're calling for the arrest. They are literally lining up and saying, please come lock this guy up. But it gets even worse because this is crazy. This one is even crazier. During a hearing, this is what that same young lady and many other black people in attendance had to say to the mayor right to his face. Take a listen.
Trump, Tom Homan, make an example out this Negro right here first. Please come here first, because you know what? We're going to help you. We want a forensic.
Ma'am, I would ask that you,
keep
your, hold on a second. Stop her time. Stop her time.
You told Trump you ain't gonna blink? Well, we ain't either. You ain't above the law. And where you gonna run to when Trump pulls that Trump card out on you?
There's a 10-year prison sentence when you want to stand up here for those illegals. You all sit up there and said you will not allow Trump to come in here and get these illegals. Yeah, you can smile. We're in $1 billion deficit. And you spent half of our money, half of that on illegals. You campaign and double down that you would not raise property taxes. I ain't gonna do that. You campaign went around doing that. And here we are right now. You wanted to raise our taxes $300 million. They shut it down. Now we back here for $150 million. Okay. See, this is what we asking now. Since you want to crash out, some of y'all say y'all willing to go to jail for it. Trump, Tom Homan, make an example out this Negro right here first.
Yo, that's crazy. Again, not sure if the mainstream media wants to talk about it. By the way, smash the like button. Let's get 1,000 likes right away. We got to get this video out to the people, because I'm pretty sure the mainstream media doesn't even understand what we're watching here. What we're watching here is black people telling the black mayor that you are crashing out over illegal migrants. You don't care about us. You said you wasn't going to raise property taxes, but yet you introduced a bill for it. You've done all these bad things, and now you're crashing out, willing to go to jail for people that aren't even citizens of the United States of America. This is what you call craziness.
Please come here first, because you know what? We're going to help you. We want a forensic.
Ma'am, I would ask that you.
Yeah, so it's insane, but it's the truth. Crashing now over migrants, that's what they're doing. But you know what's crazy about it? I can't say the same thing for every mayor, because we got Mayor Adams in New York City. Many people say this is because he got indicted that he has changed his tone, but look what he has to say now.
Wait a minute. Before he started, the other person, when that guy said, ma'am, I would like for you to, I wish I can hear exactly what he said, because if he said, ma'am, I would like for you to stop using, because he said, we want to get this Negro out. Ma'am, I would like for you to not use the N-word or use that type of language. And, well, she's black and she's talking to a black man. We want to get this Negro out. She didn't say that y'all, I wonder if that is like acceptable or should be acceptable because they both black. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking right now, man. So I just wanted to put that out there, man, because it says, ma'am, we would ask that you keep your tone. Maybe he was going there. I don't know where he was going with that, but that's interesting just to hear this part right here.
Yeah, so it's insane. Adams in New York City, many people say this
Here we go.
Because he got indicted that he has changed his tone, but look what he has to say now.
Those who are here committing crimes, robberies, shooting at police officers, raping innocent people, have been a harm to our country. I want to sit down and hear the plan on how we're going to address them. Those are the people I am talking about, and I would love to sit down with the Board of Czar and hear his thoughts on how we're going to address those who are harming our citizens.
We're open to that.
Open to
hearing what their plan is to deport some of these folks, and you think the city, in some circumstances, should cooperate with ICE.
let me, you know what's interesting? And I was talking to the team the other day. I want you to all go
That's a
back
yes.
and Google Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Google what they said about those who commit crimes in our city and what they said in our country. They said those who commit crimes need to get out right away. That was their position. So this is not a new position, you know, because in the state of in the era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me because I'm going to protect the people of the city.
Wow. Apparently, I can't say the same thing about every other mayor. What's crazy is I remember showing this clip. This is what's happening to a lot of the mayors that want to be like, they want to help Trump. They want to help the federal government. They want to clean up, you know, their cities and where they're from. But the problem is this right here. Take a listen.
Hey, this is Bill Wells. I'm the mayor of the city of El Cajon. And there's a lot of talk about sanctuary cities and the sanctuary state of California. I want to make it clear right now that El Cajon is not a sanctuary city. We're going to do everything we can to work with the federal government to help ease this immigration problem, help solve this problem. The problem we're facing in El Cajon is that state of California law says that if a police officer does his duty that we're asking him to do by complying with the federal government, that police officer can be charged with a felony and lose his pension. So that puts us in a really serious situation because it basically takes frontline police officers and puts them in the middle of this political crisis, this political argument between the city, the state, and the feds. I just want you to know we're working on this problem. I'm getting legal opinions. I'm reaching out to organizations to help give us legal assistance in fighting the state of California. I'm going to fight the state of California tooth and nail over this. I want you to know that I am going to do everything I can to make El Cajon part of the solution of this horrible immigration problem.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy the type of stuff that local authorities have to go through, you know, especially if a mayor wants this to be the case where they help, you know, Donald Trump. Well, there's going to be consequences by the state. You know, Gavin Newsom, pretty much. Here's Tom Homan.
I want your reaction to this clip, Tom. Play cut 369, please.
One who intends to come take away the freedom and opportunity and dignity of Illinoisans. I would remind you that a happy warrior is still a warrior. You come for my people, you come through me.
Game
1
on.
minute, your reaction, Tom.
Game on. We got no problem going through him. I got 20,000 men and women in ICE are going to do their job with no apology. Congress has enacted a law that protects this country. People need to understand, but what if they're not criminal aliens? Look, entering this country illegally is a crime. Every illegal alien in this country committed a crime to get here. So they're all criminals. And look,
y'all hear that? Y'all heard that, right? See, I think, and I hate to keep stopping it, but I think that people are trying to weigh what a crime is. Like, okay, well, they got in here illegally. That's a crime. So, but they ain't hurting nobody. Yes, they are. Whose opinion is that? They ain't shooting and stabbing and stuff like that. They already committed the crime. Gotta go, man. Gotta
people
go.
need to understand, but what if they're not criminal aliens? Look, entering this country illegally is a crime. Every illegal alien in this country committed a crime to get here. So they're all criminals. And look, there's some worse than others. I get that. And even if they're not a criminal alien, when you cross that border and you overwhelm the Border Patrol, just because you're simply illegal alien, not a criminal, when you overrun the Border Patrol, that's when they get busy changing diapers, making baby formula, making hospital runs, making transportation runs. That's when the fentanyl comes across to kill 250,000 people. That's when you got 600% increase in sex trafficking. That's when you have a record number of terrorists crossing the border and people on the terrorist watch list. Illegal immigration is not a victimless crime. We're going to enforce a law without apologies. And the day Donald Trump takes that oath, we're in a go mode. And if any government wants to stand in the way, go ahead and do it. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to be intimidated. The men and women of ICE ain't going to be intimidated. We're going to do our job the way President Trump has committed to the American people. We have a mandate, and we're going to do it.
Damn! That's crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be very interesting watching all of this happen. What's crazy is what Chicago what Chicago is going through. New York City has gone through it as well. Many cities, many sanctuary cities that have transformed into sanctuary cities have happened, but it's mostly people who are Latinos, people who are Black, people who are white, all races, but mostly they say that, you know, it just becomes so crazy. But the numbers show that 55% of Latino men voted for Donald J. Trump, that they respect the country and they want to come here legally and they want to fix what's going on. And they know that what's happening at the border is way more than just immigration and migrants and illegals. It's literally people on the terror watch list. It's drugs, it's trafficking, it's children, it's everything, every little possible thing you could think about. That's really why people voted a different way from how they voted growing up in the United States of America. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know what you think about Tom Homan going to Chicago. He went to Chicago, literally went to Brandon Johnson's yard and J.B. Pritzker's yard and said, cool, if I got to go through you, then I will. And literally, if I got to go through you, I will. So that's why I say it's going to be so interesting how this stuff happens. There's going to be cameras everywhere. It's going to be so wild. Remember, Obama was responsible for deporting, I think the number was about 3 to 4 million, maybe more, which is double what Trump did. But for some reason, it just didn't matter to people. Their rhetoric on immigration didn't matter to people. But now that Trump is saying it, now that they're just trying to get away with it, somebody called them out. Now, all of a sudden, everybody has switched their tone. It's kind of crazy to see. So make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, smash it. Let me know how you guys feel about all of this. I'll see you guys on the next one.
One of the things that that wasn't mentioned in this video, and we have a 2-part video that's on our channel, and I'm hoping to put the link to that, you know, how y'all do it in the corner right here or whatever. But it's a 2-hour video, right? And it's 2 parts, and it talks about the Homeland Security and the Border Patrol of the documentations needed to get into the United States. And it talks about these whistleblowers who used to work in Homeland Security, and the people come in, they have their paperwork, documents, or they have all the way up to just showing your cell phone and a picture of the ID, and they looking at the picture of the ID. This is how easy it is to get into the United States. And then they have to match this picture up with another picture on a computer, right? And see if this is legit or not. If you don't have the ID or the social security number when you're trying to do business in the United States, there's been plenty of times I'm trying to get tags on my car, anything like that. Now, I'm legit, young. I'm legit. But now you got to go show this. You got to get this documented. You got to get that. But showing an ID to get into the United States, and you look like you don't belong in the United States. And here's the killer. Here's the killer. If the person that's doing all this checking, if they take too long, these people get mad and your job is in jeopardy. So if you say, well, this might be bad, so let me take it to my supervisor. These are the whistleblowers saying this now. They can lose their job. Hurry up and get these people through. That's all they care about. So checking all this stuff, or red flag. One more thing. One lady was saying, and this is what they saying. The lady said that they done sent over 300 kids or whatever, people, you know, I'm trying not to add, to this one address. And so they started looking up the address on Google Maps and everything. Nobody's caring. That's in charge is the point that I'm making. Just push the people through. We ain't got time for all that. We just got to push the people through. And that leaves room. That leaves a big opening for this thing called trafficking. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. please look into this stuff, man, for yourself. Look into it for yourself. Peace.